What is going on, guys? In this Behind the Brand video, we are going to feature the one, the only Mel Robbins. Let's get into the show, guys. Hey, what's going on, guys? Henry Kaminski here from Unique Designz.net with another Behind the Brand video for you today. Guys, I've been following this woman now for quite some time, and she has just completely invigorated my personal brand over the past, I would say, maybe 18 months or so since I've actually since she showed up on my radar. I can't tell you how much I resonate with this woman, and I'm going to take you behind the scenes today and share with you some of the things she's doing with her personal brand that's really growing her presence online exponentially, as well as really putting her as an authority and subject matter expert in her space. And so let's go into her website right now and share with you some of the behind the scenes stuff that I took a peek at that I really want to highlight for you guys. So this is her homepage, melrobbins.com. And right away, very interactive video in the background, really bringing you into her world. And, you know, she immediately sets the tone. I mean, look at this event that she's speaking at. Thousands of people. She's interacting with the audience like just a rock star, right? And as you scroll down, she really brings her audience into the mix here, like people that met her at her event, right? She's got a sponsorship with Audible, it looks like, which is fantastic. She already has social proof, right? So she has tons of what's the word I'm looking for? Testimonial, right? And so she's making a movement. She has this book called The 5-Second Rule. If you haven't gotten it yet, go check it out. It's an amazing book, and it's really helped me sort of slow down a bit when it comes to making decisions, because a lot of times we think too fast. And sometimes we make decisions that probably, if we took a couple of seconds to take a deep breath, maybe we would have made a different decision. So she has this 5-second rule, which is really, really fun to play with. I've been using it in my life, and it's been a game changer, just a game changer. And so once again, she shares her story, and I got to take you to this page. So you just click on here. Now, one thing I would do is I would put some sort of call to action here to tell people to click and get the story. Problem is I could skim right through that, not knowing that it's clickable, and you know, you're left trying to figure out where to get this information, right? And people won't even get to this information because they don't know what to click on. Because let me tell you something, this page right here is powerful. So I'm going to walk you through the user experience. So you're one decision away from a totally different life. And as you scroll, she's got these one-liners that's consistently resonating with her audience. Feeling happier, falling in love, finding your passion. And then she gets into her story, which is very, very powerful. She was 41, life was a mess, on the verge of bankruptcy, marriage wasn't doing well, confidence was shot, and she turned herself around because enough was enough, right? I use that term a lot, and coincidentally, she has it right here on her website, right? So then she tried something else that changed her life, and she introduces this 5-second rule, right? And I love this illustration here. So this was her prior to using the method, and then after she uses the method, everything's cleaned up, right? And beautiful. So the change was instant. And then here we go. 5 seconds can change everything. I just love the user experience here. It's very fluid. It's very fluid. And it really keeps you engaged. Like, that is phenomenal for a website. It must keep the visitor engaged. A lot of you guys are boring as hell when it comes to putting your website together. I'm telling you right now, you got 3 seconds to grab them. Otherwise, they're gone. So Mel does a really good job with engaging and keeping you on her website. So here's a really cool illustration. So, what's happening, there's your excuses. There's your reaction after you do the 5-second rule, which I love, which brings you back down here. It's just a very super fluid page here. And look, I used the 5-second rule too. And as you scroll, right, it stops here, but it scrolls through how it's helped her, right? Cure anxiety, drink less, say no, take risks, make money, be a better mom, right? I just love the way that flows. And then she has these little Polaroids on the left and right to really give you the behind the scenes look of Mel. And one thing about Mel is she's super pure. She's super authentic. What you see is what you get with Mel. And that's why I really connected with her. So then she had this TED Talk. You guys could go click on that if you want. I'm going to keep it moving here just for the sake of time. But here's where she starts to overcome the objection. Well, it worked for me, but will it work for you? So she gets into sort of the science behind the 5-second rule, and she gets into it, but she breaks it down very, very simply. So again, when you break things down into simplicity, people are going to love you. Your audience is going to absolutely adore you because they're so confused, right? They're getting inundated with information overload every single day. And when you can step into their lives and simplify things for them, you're going to win. I'm telling you right now. So she breaks it down really, really easy when it comes to demonstrating how the 5-second rule plays with your brain and actually really stimulates the prefrontal cortex, which is responsible for decision-making and strategy and all of that good stuff, right? So here's another epic photo of her on stage, which again, brings the credibility, brings the authority, right? Brings the social proof straight to life right here, which if you even look on the screen over here to the left and the right, here is a fan on Twitter giving her a huge shout out. And so very strategically placed there, by the way. Great job there, Mel. Now, I love how this page ends. The truth is, you know what to do. You know why you need to do it. I'm here to show you how. And just the way this scrolls and the way this all comes together is super, super cool. And then she puts her practice in place here, which I love. You got 5 seconds to stay connected, right? Now it'd be funny if the website exploded, right? Or went to black, but I'm just saying this here 5-second rule as it counts down. I just love how she plays into that, right? So one of the things that I want to show you here also on the speaking page is, again, this beautiful image here of her on stage. She has very consistent fonts throughout the page. She's not deviating from look and feel. Everything is super, super polished. I love that. And then meet Mel Robbins, give an experience. Hi, I'm Mel Robbins here. She is talking to you again, really engaging, really personal. I'm telling you, this is a beautiful personal brand website. Take notes. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So here's 5 reasons to book Mel. I love this section here. I want to highlight this. She's super relatable. Everyone loves Mel. She's delightful. She's easy to work with, right? Because some of these speakers, I'm not going to lie, I've heard some war stories about some of these speakers being real prima donnas when it comes to booking them. And so I wanted to share with you, I love how she breaks it down. And that's one of her highlights. I'm super easy to work with. I'm enthusiastic, accommodating, she's grateful. She shows her gratefulness through that. And I just love it. It's customized, she'll tailor the message to your audience. I love that. Look at some of the pictures here. She's engaging with the audience, tools and takeaways, and the it factor. I love it. High energy, delivery, stunning. And then here she is. She's constantly in the mix. She's in the audience, hanging out, appreciating them, engaging them. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then here on the right, she's got an easy way to get in touch. She has obviously a manager that's taking care of all of her speaking engagements. So she's got the speech description, why hire me, read more about me, more videos. So she's establishing that credibility, that relationship. And she just does a wonderful, wonderful job here when it comes to presenting herself in a authoritative, credible, sincere, personal way. And like I said, all of these behind the brand videos that I'm showcasing here on my YouTube channel they have a common theme, and they all are super personal. They tell their story, they show their credibility, and they back up their messaging, right? But each personal brand that I've highlighted thus far in the past few weeks that I've been doing this series they are all super focused on their message. They want to make sure that their message is resonating with the right audience. So you'll listen to Mel Robbins, and within 5 minutes, you're going to either love her or hate her. And I think that is and more people, I would say, love her than hate her, because she's just so pure. You know, she pulls back the curtain on her life, and she's not afraid to share it. And I think that is the true vulnerability that people need to express in 2019 in order for them to really take their personal brands to the next level. People think, well, what are people going to think of me? How am I going to position myself as an authority or credible or a subject matter expert if I'm constantly sharing my vulnerabilities? Listen, I'm telling you, you got to think differently. It's those vulnerabilities that are really going to cement that relationship between you and your audience. Now, I'm not saying get out there and be Debbie Downer and oh, look at me and feel sorry for me and feel sorry for me again. That's not what I'm talking about here. The way you position your vulnerabilities is simply this. Show that you're human. Show that you make mistakes. Show that you've been there where they are right now and how you've overcome that and conquered that. Mel does it in a phenomenal way. She showcases this with her personal brand, and I just love her for that. So Mel, big shout to you. Thank you for doing what you're doing. You're inspiring hundreds of thousands of people all across the world. And I'm so happy that you came into my world not too long ago. And I consistently follow you on social media. And for those folks that don't know who Mel is, I would say go follow her on Instagram. I follow her on Instagram pretty closely. And man, is she consistent. Like, I know she has a team that's working with her and helping her spread her message, but man, she's super consistent. And she gets on Instagram lives like super early in the morning, which I really love, and no makeup, just here I am, here's my message, here's how I'm going to help you today. And that is what people are looking for. And so Mel does a phenomenal, phenomenal job at really connecting and engaging and really airing her message out to the world. So big shout to Mel. Guys, take this video and learn something from it. Figure out what nugget I just dropped for you that you could implement into your personal brand and your business and start practicing. You don't have to be exactly like Mel. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is take a little snippet, take a little outline, take a little framework, and mold it into you. Mel's already taken, guys. Don't follow her footsteps identically. I want you to take some of the frameworks that she uses and figure out how to use them in your business. See, success leaves clues. And I want you to grab those clues and take them and run with them. That's why I do these behind the brand videos, because I want to showcase how these bigger, more prominent personal brands are doing it. They lead by example, and I'm here to pull that out as a subject matter expert in personal branding. I want to highlight some of this stuff for you, because if you're not in the game as deep as I am when it comes to personal branding, you're gonna see through these things. You're gonna see over them. You're not gonna be able to grab it and say, "Oh, how can I put that into play?" Right? You're looking at Mel completely different than how I look at Mel, right? And so that's the purpose of these behind the brand videos, is to give you a surge, give you a jolt, give you some insight, perspective that will help you take your personal brand to the next level. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, or you're new to the channel, hit that little subscribe button right now. I'm here to consistently bring you as much value as I possibly can to help you build your personal brand, scale your expertise, and take your business to the next level. So have an amazing day, guys, and I'll catch you on the next Behind the Brand video. Take care.